Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Juan the Yarn Addict, and today I have my very first yarn haul from Hobium.com. I'm very excited about this because one, it's a first, and two, because I've seen many people talk about the yarns that they've received from there and their experiences and all the things. So I thought, why not give them a try? Why not place an order and see what happens? So I did that on March the 1st. I placed my very first order, and today is March the 7th. And I have the package right here. I just picked it up from the Mailbox store. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. Here is the bag. I think I'm going to use this for a thumbnail image. So there is that. This is the bag. And let's tear it open and see what's inside. Ooh. Okay, so I believe these are the hooks. We'll get into that in a moment. But look at all the yarn. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let's dig into this. Lots of goodies are in this bag. All right. So I can't remember quantities, but I remember bits and bobs of all the things. So first, let's get into this one. I'll show you this. I can't pronounce it. Etrofil. Etrofil. It says designed in Italy, Baby Charisma yarn. Baby Charisma yarn. And this is 100 grams, 260 meters. It's anti-pilling, 100% acrylic. And based on the signs that I'm seeing here, it's hand wash, lay flat to dry. So yeah, and they are suggesting, what are they suggesting? I can't really see. The print is just so small. Okay, 3.5 ounces, 273.4 yards. Okay, I made that out. And they are suggesting a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. So I think we could get away with a 4. It may say a 4. The print is just so small. And I don't see a colorway name, but this was made in Turkey. The color, it says SE136, and it is very soft, very squish. I think I caught a really good sale that day. I can't remember exactly what the price was, but it was a steal and a deal for what it was. And I absolutely love this green ombre, this green striping. It's very nice. So there's that. I'll set it over here. Next, I have 2 skeins of Yarn Art Super Merino. Very nice. I love it already. I love it. So it's so nice. I got it twice, and I'm going to do a 1 for you and a 1 for me. So I'll show you that. You obviously know why I have this colorway in my hands. This is Aubergine. This is dark purple. And this is 100 grams, 3.52 ounces, 280 meters, 306.21 yards. It is 25% wool, 75% acrylic. Color number 188. Let me see here. They are suggesting a 4 millimeter crochet hook. It is a light DK weight yarn. And this is machine washable, lay flat to dry. 2 skeins. So nice, I got it twice. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. I love that colorway. Okay, so it looks like some of these I'm going to be able to make out. The print is just right. Meanwhile, we have some where the print is just microscopic. Okay, so next we have Yarn Art Heritage. These wonderful donuts. Look at that. Yarn Art Heritage. A 1 for you and a 1 for me. I'll give you that to look at. And so this is a 50 gram donut, 1.76 ounces, 125 meters, 136.7 yards. And they are suggesting a 5 millimeter crochet hook. It is a light 3-weight yarn. And this here is hand wash, lay flat to dry. Let me see. What exactly is this made up of? On the other side here, okay, so it's 75 acrylic, 25 wool. And I'm assuming the reason why it's hand wash, lay flat to dry is because of how the yarn is spun. It's just an assumption, because We have other yarns here, 25.75, and it's machine washable lay flat to dry. This is hand wash lay flat to dry. So the only difference, I would imagine, it would be the way that the yarn is wound together. So I picked up five. Not sure what exactly I'm going to make with this, but I plan on putting these donuts on knitting needles. So that's the plan for this. All right, let's move on to the next thing. I have another Etrofill Baby Charisma yarn in another colorway, and made in Turkey, same specs as the first one here, just again in a different colorway. Let me just hold this up. Maybe the print is more clear on this one here. No, it is not. And it does say, now that I have a different angle here, it does say a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook, not a 2.5. So a 4.5. And it's a light DK weight yarn. Very, very nice. And I believe I said the yardage and all of that. Let me just, and if I didn't, we're going to cover that. We're going to cover all the things. Where does it say it? These new skeins these skeins are new to me. So trying to find the place for all the details is a little difficult. Okay, 260 meters. I did say that. Okay, so we're good. All right, moving on. Next, we have some trend yarns. This is Madame Tricote Paris. This is 100% acrylic. I have another colorway, another shade, another hue of purple. Color number's 104. This was made in Turkey, and it is a light DK weight yarn, and they are suggesting a 5 millimeter crochet hook. This here is machine washable lay flat to dry. And let's see here, 100% acrylic, made in Turkey. Yep. So let me just show you the label again. So trend, and that's the yarn. Super, super nice. And it looks thicker than it really is. I mean, by all accounts, it feels like a DK weight yarn, but it doesn't look like it at first. And I would go as far as to say that's not wound super tight all the way through. But then again, I haven't worked with this yarn before, so I don't know what it's going to do. So there is that. Next, I have another Yarn Art Super Merino, but in black. I know it's super hard to see, but I said, you know what? If I'm going to do a 25 wool, 75 acrylic with Yarn Art, I'm going to run some darker colors because I haven't had the opportunity to do that off camera. And so I'm really looking forward to working with some darker colors, some me colors, not for the camera. So there is that. Oops, we have a runaway skein. Next, I have two skeins of Yarn Art Adore Dream Anti-Pilling. Look at that yarn. Oh my stars. A one for you and a one for me. This is colorway number 1065. This is a 100 gram skein, 3.52 ounces, 280 meters, 306.21 yards. It's 100% anti-pilling acrylic. And it's a light DK weight yarn, and they are suggesting a 4 millimeter crochet hook for this. Super, super nice. And this here says machine washable lay flat to dry. We have a little bit of a leaker, but I think because of shipping. Actually, do I have more of this? I'm finding more. I must have really liked this colorway when I was shopping for it. Let's see. Is that all there is? Yes. So I picked up 4 skeins of this. I have no idea what I'm going to make with this. I'm going to wait for it to tell me what it wants to become. I really like that blue with those golden colors and then the cream. That's super, super nice. 4 skeins, the possibilities are endless, especially when one is 306 yards. 36912. Very, very nice. I'm going to sit this back here. Okay. I have another Yarn Art Super Merino in black, so it looks like I did 2 and 2. Very, very nice. It doesn't show well on camera, but since I did pick it up, I have to show it to you guys. I don't know what I'm going to make with this, but I'm super inspired because I do love these dark colors. They just don't transpose well on camera. Which is okay. I just have to remember certain colors that I choose I can't really work with under the camera. But I can show them to you as finished objects, which is great. I love that for me, for you, and for us. Next we have, what do we have? We have Yarn Art Super Merino, another colorway, but we have gray. So let's see, colorway number 194. To me, it's reading like a heathered gray. I just needed a color to pop the other two. Or should I reword that? I needed a colorway to make the other two pop. So if I play with the gray in between these other two colors, I really think it'll come together. Yes, I do like that very much. Okay, next we have another trend yarn, but this colorway number is 077 and it's reading like an olive colorway to me. So those are the colors next to each other. And just to recap, it's 100% acrylic. It's 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, made in Turkey. And let's see here, it's a medium 4-weight yarn. Machine washable, lay flat to dry. Okay. And I have a third colorway here. Look at that. Yep, I like that. It's different. My usual go-tos are the purples, the grays, and those darker colors. Sometimes I will do jewel tones, but this is a little off the beaten path with this here. So, very, very nice. Okay, let's jump into this next one here. I have 4 skeins of Adore Dream Anti-Pilling, but in a different colorway. Look at this. This is super exciting. Look at that. It is so soft, so squish. Yarn Art Adore Dream Anti-Pilling. Would you look at these colors? Aqua, turquoise, mint. You have your salmon colors, and then we have mauves that kind of go into the browns. Look at this. It's so, so yummy. 306 yards? Yes, 306 yards. The same as this over here, but just a different colorway. This is super inspiring. I love looking at these colors. I'm trying to imagine what these would look great worked up in. Because it's anti-pilling, obviously, some sort of wearable, something where there's going to be a lot of friction. So, at any rate, I picked up 4 of these. We have 4 in the bag. I'm going to set this over here. Perfect. Next, we have Lamia. So we have some Lamia tail yarn. Look at that. Typical jewel tones with like the mustardy colors and things. Super, super nice. I have a 4-pack here. Took it right out of the bag. I believe that now that I see this, it looks like they come in 5-packs. I wish I would have known that. I would have went ahead and gotten that extra skein. But I thought ordering in 4s, as you can see, I thought it would come in a sleeve that I wouldn't have to worry about bagging up. So anyway, I'm going to do a 1 for you and a 1 for me. Look at the way that light hits that. That's so, so good. So this was made in Turkey, and this is a DK weight yarn, so it's a number 3. This is machine washable, lay flat to dry. It's 3.5 ounces, 241 yards, 60 cotton, 40 acrylic. So that's really nice. I do like that idea of blending the cotton and acrylics. It's really, really nice. So yeah, I'm looking for a colorway name. I don't see a name, but I see LM106. LM106. I'll show you that again. Very, very nice. Lamia Premium Hand Knitting Yarns tail. Okay, and do they have a hook suggestion? Let me see. A 2 to a 4 millimeter crochet hook. So I would imagine, and based on what I'm feeling, it's on the lighter side of a DK weight yarn. It's on the lighter side. Yeah. Nonetheless, still DK weight. If I wanted it a little lacy, I could use a 5 millimeter hook, but my go-to hook for the DK weight yarns, the lighter ones, 3.5. So this is right in my wheelhouse. I may make another perfectly squared granny with this. I don't know yet. We shall see. All right. Next, we have another Etrofil Baby Charisma yarn. I think what I did was I picked one of the 3 colorways that were available because I just wasn't sure about it. But yes, this is anti-pilling acrylic, Etrofil. And let me just grab the other 2 so we can have all 3 of those colorways next to each other. These were the 3 that were available on the website, Hobium.com. I have no idea what I'm going to use this for, but I'm thinking maybe Boggy Creek. I could use these yarns for like a Boggy Creek blanket, especially this one, for sure. Well, why not? We could use all 3, but not in the same project, obviously. They would have to be split up somehow. So, yeah, there is that. I can't take my eyes off of this. I really, really like the colorway of this particular set of skeins. So, all right, let's move on. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at this. Jewel tones. I really like that a lot. I think, yeah, when I ordered this online, I was super excited. So I have 6 altogether. So this is called Happy. Let's see here. Lauren Happy Yarns. And so this here is a DK weight yarn. It's a number 3. And they are suggesting a 5 to a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. So this is on the heavier side of a 3. And as far as knitting needles are concerned, they're suggesting a 3.5 to a 4, which is par for the course. And I really, really like the idea of them giving ball recommendations for projects. So I'm just going to take this off. It wants to come off. So right here, it shows for a scarf, you need 2 skeins. For a hat, 1. And if you're making a sweater, 6. The question now becomes, are these recommendations for knitting or crochet? I'm not really sure. And let's see, this is machine washable, lay flat to dry. 100 grams, 170 meters, 100% acrylic, so 3.5 ounces, 185 yards. Color number RH017, and there it is. Look at that. Stunning. And it feels really, really nice. I'm not sure where to start. I don't know if I should start with this yarn or if I should start with this yarn, because I still can't take my eyes off of this. This is so nice. I can't decide. I'm leaning towards this. Wow, this is so great. How many yards is this again? 185 yards. I may have to place another Hobium order. I'll use this up first. Let me commit myself to that. Let me use this up first. And if I need it, I'll place another order, because as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I ordered this March 1st and today is March the 7th. So a week is all it took to get this yarn in from Turkey, which is par for the course, because when I place orders for ice yarns, it takes about the same amount of time. So it's not any faster, not any slower, it's par for the course. So in terms of that, I'm impressed, because sometimes I've placed orders with other companies over there and it's taken twice the amount of time. So a week is great. So, all right, the next thing that I want to share with you guys are the hooks. So on their website, they have hooks, and they were decently priced. And I said, well, I've never tried those hooks before, and I do love testing and trying out different kinds of hooks. So let's take a look. I think I have to cut this open because they put the hooks in here and then taped it. So I have a handful of hooks here. I don't know exactly how many hooks, but I went click, 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 click. And I have a whole slew of hooks on my desk here, so I can quickly compare and contrast and all the things. So these are called Lauren hooks, the same name as the yarn that I just showed you. So this company right here has hooks. So I will show you the hooks. Let me just take them all out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hooks, and we have a 4.5. We have, what size is this? A 4.5, and then we have a 5. We have a 6. We have a 7, and we have an 8mm hook. You guys know I love my big hooks. So yes, this is my wheelhouse here. You know, 3.5 to about an 8. That's my sweet spot. Actually, that's a big sweet spot. But yeah, nonetheless, let's open up the hooks. Let's take a look at the things. So I'm opening up this 4.5mm hook, this 4.5. And first impressions, I like the packaging. I loved the price. I mean, it was a deal and a steal. And in terms of how it holds, it's very, very similar to my Clover Amour. Do I have a Clover Amour in here? Well, here's my dots. So there's that. And here is a boy hook. Let me do this. So it's slightly shorter than a boy, a lot shorter than a dots hook. So there's that. And here is a 4.5 prim hook. Significantly shorter. So there's that. The one hook that I really want to test it up against, I have a Clover Amour, but it is a 6.5. So it's not really fair if it's not on par with the sizing. But I do have a Clover Soft Touch. Let's test that out. So it is taller than a Soft Touch, by a lot actually. And this hook here is a 6mm J hook, a 4.5. So by all accounts, I mean, for what it's worth, we have some length there. I don't know if it's enough to write home about it. I'm still trying to find a Clover hook, but I do have my tulip hook. So this here is a 5mm tulip hook, and it is slightly, ever so slightly taller than my tulip hook. Now, let's see how long the neck is. Nope, the neck is slightly longer too. Not by much, but slightly longer. So that is awesome. It's a great comparison. Okay, but I do like that this whole thing is rubber. There's wonderful grip there. The name Lauren Crafts is printed, not embossed, but the actual size of the hook is embossed into the handle there. So with wear and tear, we're always going to know that this is a 4.5 hook. So that's great. Okay, I'm going to sit that right there. All right, let's jump into this next one here, which is a 5. And there's one common denominator that I'm noticing. The larger the hooks get in terms of thickness, the longer they get, which is very, very nice because Clover Amour does that as well. The larger the hook, the longer the hook. So let's see how much longer. So this is a 5. Let me see. So they're the same size, the 4.5 and a 5. I mean, tomato, tomato, right? So there's that. Let's get into the 6. This might be my go-to size. 6, 7, and 8 will be my go-to sizes. It holds nice. The 6mm is embossed on the handle here, stamped on the back. Let's see. So it's slightly longer. I want to say about a 1/4 inch longer. Okay, I like that. Let's get into the 7mm hook. Come on. There we go. Okay, so let me pull the 6 and the 7. So the 6 and the 7 look to be about the same height, but I'm noticing the neck is shorter on the thicker hook. We have a longer neck here. So there is that. And now let me pull this 8mm hook. This is nice and thick. And let's compare it to the 6 and the 7. So let's see, this is the 7 and this is the 8. So I have to tell you, the 8mm embossing, it's barely visible. Whereas with these other hooks, you can clearly see that it's been stamped in there, like not printed stamped, but like etched in there. Whereas here, it's not there. I can see that it's an 8mm, but it's not. It hasn't, I guess, finished processing. I'm not exactly sure. So you can barely see it. And then you can see it on the 7 right there. But in terms of height, it's the same height. And I want to compare this 8mm hook to the 6, because as it stands right now, the 6 is looking to me as the best hook of the bunch. The 6 is the longest. It's longer than the 7 and the 8, but not by much. The one thing that I noticed about this 6mm hook, though, is it's kind of slanted on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hold this up, and I don't know if you can notice it. On this side here, it kind of leans a little bit. Do you see it? It's not equally even. I'm just going to swivel it around like that. You can kind of see how it leans. I'm curious to know how this works up. Do they all do that? Yeah, this one side. Maybe that's just how they're made. Well, this one doesn't have that. This one has it. So these thicker hooks look like they have some kind of design situation happening where the one side of the hook is more slanted than the other. It's not evenly tapered. So I'm very curious to know how this is going to work up. All right. So that is my haul from Hobium. Overall, I'm pleasantly surprised that my package came so quickly. All things considered, I mean, a week is a great time to receive a package from Turkey. The other part that I'm pleasantly surprised about is the variety of yarns that was available when I was shopping. There was just tons of things to choose from. The sale prices were great. There was free shipping. I got free shipping for my order, and you know, with free shipping, 7 days, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper here. So anyway, that is all I have for my order. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the thumbie. Tell me which one of these yarns was your favorite. And that is all from me for now. And until the next one, take care, friends. Bye.